Hi. So I'll be explaining the last part of the project. So let's get familiar with what we have done so far. So the first two steps are just to create a new repository and then create random web pages. So I'll explain what we did in that. So add a model to the program that enable random content specific to this head element, and we did that. Random content specific to the body element, we also did that, and just add CSS to both of these. So the only part left so far is the last part, which is to basically create a program under Servo's etc directory that launches Servo automatically and causes it to take a screenshot of a particular URL and use this to take screenshots of pages randomly generated by the previous program. So I just showed you how this previous program works, how 5 different HTML files were created. So now let me show you what we have done in the last part. So there are two files associated with the last part. So Servo is basically Servo has to be built in order to open web pages in the servo. So we have already built the servo, and we are going to demo how web pages are being rendered in the uh, random web pages are rendered here. So so the first program is to start the servo. So basically what this does is to have since this is in the etc folder, servo's etc folder. If you want to run servo, you have to be in the servo folder and not the etc directory. So what we are doing here is to create a process which basically executes two commands sequentially. The first is to go in the servo directory and then run uh, servo by WebDriver, W3C WebDriver protocol. So we're running these two commands in the single bash. So this the aim of the program is to just start servo on this port on localhost. So this is the first part, and the second part is to basically after starting servo, we are going to wait for 60 seconds for it to completely set up and load its homepage, and then what we are going to do is basically we are going to send the JSON objects of the file, the 5 files we just created. So we are going to place those 5 files which are randomly generated over here in the etc folder, so that our program servo automation screenshot and start servo can basically render these files. So I'll just show you that we have start servo and servo automation screenshot here. So we're going to run this file, which will basically start the servo first based on this file, and then basically load each of the 5 files here. So let me show you the demo. So basically what we should expect here to see is that servo starts first, and then one by one it will load each of the randomly generated HTML files in servo and then take a screenshot of each of these files. As you can see, servo is starting on localhost port 7002. It takes a while to load. Here. So this is the servo homepage. The reason why we are waiting for 60 seconds is basically to get a session ID for localhost 7002 where this is running. So this takes a while, so I'll just wait for it to load the first HTML file, and then I'll show you how it works. So we should expect to see screenshots coming in over here, which for each of these files for the same number. So file 0 will have a testing0.png file coming here. So let's just wait for the program to run. As you can see, so basically the URL is the uh, local local disk storage location where we have this file stored. So as you can see, this is in the servo etc directory file 1.html. It just loaded the file 0.html, and you can see here that it's basically loading these files, and we can see the process coming in over here. So one by one it's loading the HTML file. So we are on file 2.html, file 3 now, and that should be file 4 as well. So as you can see, like testing 0, testing 1, testing 2, we should also see testing 3 and testing 4 here coming in. So it's finished taking the screenshot of the testing 3. I'll show you how this looks. And this was the last file that just got generated. So as you can see, like this is the screenshot that was rendered over here in Servo. So this is finished loading all the 5 files, and this is on the last file right now. So we'll see a similar screenshot over here. So I'll just show you that. As you can see, this is a screenshot, and this is the servo that rendered the file. So this was the last part of the project, and so I'll show you where that we also created a pull request. So it's over here. So this pull request describes that we already have a repository for web page fuzzer and what the intended changes are. Like first we start the server using the start servo.py script, and then the screenshot automation script is in this file, and this is what they should expect. So this was our OSS project. Thank you for watching.